Okay, let's be real. If you think machine learning is just about training algorithms, you're missing the 90% of the work that actually gets you hired. So we're going to skip the textbook theory and walk through the real-world roadmap that turns a cool model into an actual valuable product.
So picture this. You've been grinding for days, maybe weeks, cleaning data, tweaking your code, and then you see it. You hit that magic number, a 95% accuracy score. Ah, that feels good. It feels like you've crossed the finish line.
I mean, that's it. Time to zip up the file, email it off, and call the project a massive success. Mission accomplished.
Yeah, no, not even close. In the professional world, hitting 95% accuracy, that's just the warm-up. Think of it this way. You've built a killer engine, but you haven't built a car, the steering wheel, or even the road it's supposed to drive on.
This right here, this is that 90% I'm talking about. Because that impressive model is just one small piece of a much, much bigger puzzle. Companies don't hire people to just build models in a notebook. They hire pros who can handle the entire journey, from a vague idea to a live product that actually helps people.
And that whole journey, it has a name, the Machine Learning Development Lifecycle, or MLDLC. This is the official playbook. Seriously, understanding this framework is what separates the aspiring data scientists from the senior pros who lead teams. It's the whole shebang. And check out this comparison because it really shows the shift in thinking. A beginner is totally fixated on training the model and getting that high accuracy score. Then they stop. But a professional? They're thinking about the business problem from day one. They're wrestling with messy, real-world data, and their job isn't done until that product is deployed and being monitored. The scope is just worlds apart.
So let's start at the very beginning. Phase 1 is all the critical work that happens way before you even think about what algorithm to use. This is the foundation, and if you get this part wrong, the whole thing is going to come crashing down later. First up, you have to frame the business problem. Like, what are we actually trying to do here? Who is this for? Then you go get the data, and spoiler alert, it's never a clean CSV file. You're pulling from databases, APIs, maybe even scraping it from the web. And then comes the real work, cleaning it and exploring it. This is where you really get your hands dirty and understand what you're working with. I love this quote because it is perfect for machine learning. All that data cleaning and exploring, the EDA, that is sharpening the axe. It's easily the most time-consuming part of the whole process, but trust me, the better your data is, the better your model will be. No shortcuts here.
Okay, the foundation is solid, our axe is sharp. Now we can get to the part everyone gets excited about. It's time to actually build the model. This is where we craft the predictive engine that's going to power our whole product.
And this phase is really a cycle. You start by engineering new features to make your data even more powerful. Then, you don't just train one model, you train a whole bunch of them and make them compete. You evaluate them, pick a champion, and then you fine-tune that winner to squeeze out every last drop of performance. You see, a pro knows there's no magic best algorithm. It's all about finding the right tool for the job. So you set up a competition. You try out some simple, straightforward models, some more complex tree-based ones, maybe even a neural network. You let them all fight it out on your specific data to see which one really works.
And you don't pick the winner based on a gut feeling. It's all about the data, right? You use clear metrics to compare them head to head. And in a case like this, you can see it plain as day. Model B is our clear winner. That's the one we're moving forward with.
So, we have our champion, it's been trained, it's been tuned, but it's still just code sitting on a laptop. Phase 3 is where the real magic happens. This is where we take our model and release it into the wild, turning it into a living, breathing product that people can actually use.
This breaks down into 3 huge steps. First, deployment. You wrap the model in something called an API and stick it on a server so other apps can talk to it. Second, you have to test it with real users. You can't skip this. And third, monitoring. You have to watch it like a hawk to make sure it keeps working correctly.
Now, deployment can sound intimidating, but the idea is actually pretty simple. A user does something on your website, right? That action gets sent to your model's API. The model instantly makes a prediction, and the answer gets sent right back to the user's screen. And this all happens in the blink of an eye.
But your work is still not done, because you have to watch out for this sneaky thing called model rotting. Look, the world is always changing. The data that comes in today is different from the data a year ago. So a model trained on old data will slowly get worse over time. Its performance degrades. And that's exactly why you can't just launch it and forget it. Monitoring and retraining are non-negotiable. Okay, let's bring it all home. We've gone through the entire professional roadmap. So what's the one key idea you need to remember from all of this to really push your career forward?
Here it is. The myth is that ML is just about the algorithm. The reality is that ML is a full-blown software development lifecycle. It's about building, deploying, and maintaining a real product. And the reward for embracing this end-to-end knowledge is the single biggest thing that separates you from the pack. It's what companies are paying top dollar for.
So I'll just leave you with this one question. The next time you fire up your computer to start a new project, ask yourself, what am I really building here? Am I just building a model, or am I starting the journey of building an actual product?